Sup guys? Everyone is looking for this thing. But you know what? Instead of buying this, you should be buying this one. Well, this one raised from just roughly $10. Now it's $100. But should you be in this hype for this single card? I believe no. Well, the thing is, this card is an event card. For 2024. And 2025 is already ending. Now, the similarity of this one and this one is that they don't have an English version. Now, what's amazing is this one is worth $8 right now. So why I am suggesting this one? It's because there might be no reprint for this event card. Now, the next one. Now, our topic for today is the 10 rules in One Piece investing. So, let me get this straight. First one is go for sealed booster boxes or cases, especially for PRB, extra booster, or anniversary sets. You will likely to get a profit even though it's small, but you won't lose money buying this, guys. Now, in investing, it's okay to take calculated risk, such as this. Because that's why you invest. First, you want to earn money, and second, you don't want to lose money. And buying these PRB anniversary sets and extra booster boxes is 90% guaranteed you would earn a profit. Now, our next rule in One Piece investing is, if you want to go cards or singles, only go for Luffy, Nami, Zoro, and probably Boa Hancock. Me personally, I really like Chopper a lot. But then, after 10 or 15 years or 20 years, is there someone who's gonna buy Chopper than Luffy? Of course not. Luffy will be our always priority when collecting One Piece cards. Now, what's interesting is, if you go for Luffy and you had an emergency, you can always sell Luffy faster than the other characters. And that is called liquidity. Now, our third rule in investing in One Piece is always go for English and avoid the Japanese counterpart. But there are exceptions to the rule. For example, this one. This card doesn't have any English versions. So you can probably buy it. And this one as well. Now, let me test you one thing. How about this? Should you buy this card? And the answer is yes. Because there's no English counterpart for it. But let's say you'll buy English Luffy or OP05 Luffy manga versus the Luffy OP05, which is in Japanese version. Would you buy the Japanese version even if it's cheap? No. You can probably earn, but it's not that safe anymore. And the reason is Japanese are heavily printed with a much lower demand. So I always follow these rules when it comes to One Piece investing. Now, our fifth rule is if you want to grade your cards, always go for PSA. Why PSA, JJ? Why not Beckett? We can get probably black label on Beckett, which costs a lot more. But hear this. If you check the probability of getting a black label versus a BGS 9.5, you'll probably get BGS 9.5. And getting BGS 9.5 will surely make you break even or lose some money. But then if you send it to PSA, and if you get the probability of getting 10 versus a 9, you'll probably get 10. And mind you, BGS 10 and PSA 10 is almost always equal in value. Now, don't ask me if you want to send it to CGC, because you're probably asking me if you wanted to lose money. Now, our sixth rule is that if you have the opportunity to buy Pokemon cards, let's say there's a Pokemon cards in front of you, and then there's also One Piece anniversary set. The problem is you only have $100, or let's say $200. Which one would you buy? Assuming that both are MSRP. Well, the truth is, you shouldn't be very biased and take the Pokemon. JJ, I thought this was a One Piece channel. But why are you talking about Pokemon? Yes, you're correct. This is a One Piece channel. But we don't like losing money. And if there's a guaranteed profit in Pokemon, then I'll buy Pokemon. Now for our rule number 7. Never ever gamble and pull your favorite card yourself. Just go buy singles. Let's say you wanted a OP05 Luffy or the sign signature. Just buy the card even if it's currently sitting at $4,000 instead of opening countless of OP05 booster boxes. You will save half or more than half the money if you buy singles. And aside from that, for our Rule 8 is to always go for your trusted seller. Always go for your trusted sellers and your trusted local shops. Why? It's better to overpay $10 over the market price than to pay 50 or negative 50% market price, but it's a fake card. Always remember that. Because if you pay for more than the market price, there's a huge chance that you would still earn a lot of money if you just hold for long. Unlike if you buy it for minus 50% discount and it's fake, then you lose the money. Now for our rule number 9. Play the long game. It's always our mindset as a human being always wanted a shortcut in everything. You want to go to the gym or you want to have a muscle, you'll probably buy those medicines instead of going to the gym. Or you wanted to lose a fat, you'll buy pills than eating healthy foods and going for exercise. It's the same in investing. That's why people always hype this one, because it just released last week and it's already over $100. But hear this. This is not the only opportunity that you can get. If you miss it, then look for another opportunity. And I think this card is that opportunity right now. Always play the long game. No one will be able to predict when will the card will go up, or will Bandai reprint this set. But if you play the long game, I can guarantee, almost guarantee you, that the price will go up. Now, for our last rule in One Piece investing is that it's okay to sell at a loss for emergencies. Well, hear this. It is always better to have a budget than selling at a loss. But we are human beings. If we see some money on our pocket, we'll probably think of spending it. And myself is included. That's why it's okay. If there's an emergency in your family, no one will blame you by selling it at a loss or selling it not in the peak. That's why we're investing. It's for us. It's for our family. And if there's an emergency in your house, then sell at a loss. Don't blame anyone on doing it. And be happy that you have something to sell in case of emergencies. And that's all for our 10 rules in One Piece investing. So number 1 is always go for sealed booster boxes or cases, especially in PRB, anniversary sets, and extra booster boxes. Number 2, if you want to go on card collecting, go for Luffy, Nami, Zoro, and probably Boa. Number 3 is go for English instead of Japanese. Number 4, never buy in hype. If you miss it, go for another opportunity. Number 5, always go on PSA. Or always go for PSA. Number 6, if you can buy Pokemon, then buy Pokemon. 7, never gamble and buy singles. Number 8, go for trusted sellers. 9, play the long game. And 10, it's okay to sell at a loss for emergencies. That's all. Thank you for watching.